Hello, classmates. So, welcome back. It's been a month, and here I am with another review. For this time, I will be painting a hanko. Hanko is a Japanese stamp, a traditional Japanese stamp that I saw fit because I really like the design of the Miko Shrine. The Miko Shrine, I think, I don't know if that's the stamp that they use, but yeah, by the title, I will be talking about Edomae Nova Elf, a great anime that I think it's not for everybody because it's a reverse isekai and slice of life. But I will pick up some interesting points that I found along the way of this strange and kind of cute anime. Then let's get on with the review then. So the first thing that you may know is the animation is quite honest, very good for a slice of life. Normally they are very stiff and just the opening or some scenes are very well animated. But in all due respect, I think this one was very fully animated and very nice to watch. Especially the emotional themes, I think about the archery matsuri. I don't know the harvest festival that they made it, I think in the 11th or 10th episode. I don't remember quite honestly. And another one was when Elda tried to. I think she was climbing in the Tokyo Tower. I think it was the name, and she reminisces about Toyotomi Hideyoshi. Toyotomi Hideyoshi, if you don't know, is one of the great unifiers of Japan. So for me, that I like history a lot. And one thing that I like about history and was alternate history. So taking in context that we have a isekai elf that that had some kind of special privilege in Toyotomi Hideyoshi. Toyotomi Hideyoshi was probably 14th century, 15. I don't remember quite honestly, but it was almost 300 years ago. So I don't know, the ramifications of having a isekai elf, and along the series we have two other elves too. The quite honestly revere as God because I don't know if they stated, but they are quite immortal in human sense of the word, and that's one of the things that really, if you think about, really gives this little slice of life a lot of character because the thing about the thing about time passing by and people that getting older and dying for us not much because normally we have a little like almost 100 years of existence. Nobody lived past that. But elf, they like saw almost generations of people dying and revering them, and they're almost kind of stuck in the past. So that's some that's a little bit sad. But that's beside the point. It's just a funny slice of life. But the ramifications of alternate history here are enormous. Like, how did they were treated before the Showa Restoration or after World War II? And what were they doing when Meiji came in with technology? I don't know. It's kind of interesting if you think about. I think if they made some kind of a serious isekai no, reverse isekai with a film like that, with alternate history thing, I think I would be watching that. But that's beside the fun. This is just a funny isekai. This is a funny life of life. And with all due respect, I think that it was kind of like heartwarming in a way because although Helga, that's the elf, I don't remember her. Is Nekomi? No, is. I don't remember her title, but she was like a big thing in the shrine, almost the revered god. Kind of like how they perceive the imperial family in Japan. I don't know if that was an allegory, but kind of interesting. And almost all of the Yode, the little ten elf, Tenet, I don't know, English for English is not my first language, is my second. And I think she's a little bit Tenet now, and that's extremely cute because she's like little and Helda is almost like European, some sort of like, in terms of height. I know elves are based on European folklore, so that's kind of the point. But another thing was the interactions because we see the Elda don't like she perceives the people with actual care, but she is slow to catch up with the times. I don't know how to explain that, but when the new doctor comes in, she's all like frightened and scared because it's not the same doctor that came to visit her before. So I think that is probably like in Japan they value a lot about generation stuff, almost like she saw a whole generation of doctors come by, and she every time the old doctor retired and she got another one, she was like, "Oh, I don't wanna, I don't wanna, I don't wanna," and I think that's kind of cute. And even if I think the doctor was very old and she retired, and now her daughters take care of her. It's kind of cute. It's kind of the situation we have with Koito. Koito is the little shrine maiden that like take care of Elda. She is a cutie pie because if you know she like wants to become an adult, but she's not very good at it. And I think that's the charm in her, almost like trying to become an adult and not doing very well. It's something that we all pass through, and she was quite adorable all along the way. Although she's a little bit clumsy, different from her little sister. I think her name was Koyu, and the little sister was very, very organized and very good almost at everything. So kind of the opposite, actually. But in a surprising way, this anime I kind of just almost quit it because I think in the same season we have a lot of shonens and isekais and fantasy anime, and this one kind of not stand out for me. But when I heard the opening, I had to try it because the opening was extremely nice. The composition between modern and traditional Japanese music was like just ring right in my ears. I don't know if that's an actual expression, but let's go with that. And that's why I just watched it because most of the time I was hearing the opening for like 3 episodes straight. Normally I listen once in the last of episode of the season, but this one I really heard it like almost 3 episodes straight. I don't know. It was a very nice song, kind of like the anime that we have had last season, uh, the Elusive Samurai. I think I will be making a review of that, but that's beside the point. Another thing that really attracts me to anime was like the otaku things, and I I I am a otaku. If you know, I do this kind of review, but I have a lot. I try to make a lot of anime merch. I don't know if anime merch is the right thing, but some kind between merch and cosplay. That's my thing. And seeing Helda painting the figurines, although she's spray painted, but it, I don't know, it kind of felt heartwarming. And she's very interested in the hobbies, and she doesn't like people. That's the funny thing because she's a all divine deity, comes from another world and she doesn't like people. It's not because she hates them. She has quite literally, I think, social anxiety because I think one of the reasons was that a kid made fun of her pointy ears. I think one of Koito's friend tried to make the same funny thing, and it was very funny because like Elda reminisce about her trauma, and that was quite literally very funny to me. Another thing about this anime is that you find a lot interesting is that they take the ceremonies and history a lot better than others try to be historical. But it's like I think it was a type of research in history that's like you don't take the full context, just little bits of history, just to flavor it, and that was really nice. For me, that was interesting in Japan, and I think Southeast Asia and a little bit of East Asia too. It was very nice touch because I I I'm trying to learn about the Japanese history, so that's why I quite enjoy her tangent on history things. She like regards Toyotomi Hideyoshi as one of her close friends, and in my head canon, she console she consoles him when he lost in Korea. In my head canon, that's what she did and why she is so revered. She consoles him after he lost in Korea. If I know, yes, I'm quite. I don't know if I'm right about that, but it was kind of fun about that. Now, to wrap this up, I think the show was very interesting and take, very calm take, but it could use more of historical context just to spice things up. But that's all. I think that's all, and bye bye.